Okay, and we are live. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Stuart here from Spain Speaks. Another live stream, Monday evening, 7:35 p.m. And we're going to go through some of the main stories that have caught my attention in the press today. We'll also go into the comment section, check out what has been happening there in recent times, and we'll go into the chat section here to my right and see what is bubbling away in the chat section today. Now, before I begin, I'll put the like icon on the screen. If you haven't hit the like icon yet, please do so just below the video. We'll see if we can get up to a decent tally today if you hit that like button. Now, the first piece of news today, we saw yesterday that a group of German politicians, German MPs, were coming to Spain. They were going to visit the Doñana region in the south of the country, in Andalucía, to check out what's happening down there regarding irrigation and the watering of the strawberry fields down there. And that made headlines. And today, what's making headlines is that the German MPs have cancelled their trip. As we can see here, the German parliament suspends its visit to Andalucía over the Doñana strawberry conflict so as not to interfere in the elections. There will be no visit by German MPs to Andalucía for the time being. The expedition, organised by a delegation of German MPs to Spain to find out what is happening with the Huelva strawberry and whether the crops are endangering the future of Doñana, has been called off so as not to interfere with the general elections. In a statement issued by the representatives of the Parliamentary Committee, who are already in Madrid at the headquarters of the Ministry for Ecological Transition, the MPs announced that they are postponing their trip to Andalucía due to the context of the general election scheduled in Spain for the 23rd of July, although they hope to be able to do so in the future. So the elections, or the election campaign that has suddenly popped up, the general election campaign that has popped up in the last week or so, spoiling this trip to Andalucía that the German MPs had planned to check out what the farming practices are like down in that part of Spain and to check out whether it is damaging the future of that national park, which, as we know, are very important wetlands. We saw yesterday that maybe there was a conflicting interest between the German strawberry producers and the Spanish strawberry producers, and of course the German politicians putting this issue in the spotlight, or under the spotlight, as I mentioned yesterday, but calling off the trip to Doñana. But they're in Madrid, so if you are out and about in Madrid this evening and you see some German tourists that look like politicians having a good time, that's where they're at, in Madrid. Now, the second piece of news we'll look at today relates to the general election. I had somebody leave a comment yesterday saying that these videos are so boring that they would rather stick a pin in their eye, only talking about politics and the weather. Well, bad luck, mate, because we're talking about politics and the weather again. And here we can see that Sanchez challenges Feijóo to hold a debate every week until the elections. Pedro Sanchez has gone on the attack a week after bringing forward the general elections to the 23rd of July. He has challenged Alberto Núñez Feijóo to 6 electoral debates between now and the elections. The president of the government is feeling strong and is going all out to show up the leader of the opposition. According to him, he wants these to be the elections of democratic debates, and launches an offer to the PP. I expect to see Mr. Feijóo next Monday, said Sanchez, after the rejection of the PP, arguing that it is an eccentricity fruit of their anxiety. Sanchez responds that debating is never eccentricity, but an obligation, a necessity, he insists, in order to contrast projects and models of a country without lies, hoaxes or fakes. His second vice president, Yolanda Díaz, did not like the proposal either, complaining that the socialist leader wants to promote bipartisanship. So there we go. The opposition leader, Mr. Feijóo, and the deputy vice president, or the second vice president, Yolanda Díaz, not happy with Sanchez's suggestion to hold 6 electoral debates, televised debates, I imagine, before the 23rd of July. And obviously Mr. Sanchez thinking that it's important, but Mr. Feijóo not thinking that it's important, thinking that it's a little bit eccentric to hold 6. And we saw there that Mr. Sanchez is on the attack and is going all out to show up the leader because he's feeling strong at the moment, Mr. Sanchez. So we'll see how long that lasts for. Now, turning to the weather, we can see here that the week begins with thunderstorms in the interior of the peninsula and awaiting the arrival of Storm Oscar. The instability persists this week in most of the country due to the arrival from Tuesday of Squall Oscar, the 15th of great impact this season, 2022-2023. 13 autonomous communities are under warning this Monday for rainfall of up to 40 litres per square metre in 1 hour and storms with the possibility of hail, especially Castilla-La Mancha, the Valencian community, which are in orange alert for important meteorological risk, according to the forecast from the AEMET. The territories where the rains will have a particular impact are Aragon, Asturias, Cantabria, Castile and Leon, Castilla-La Mancha, Catalonia, Extremadura, Galicia, Madrid, La Rioja, and Valencia. And the rain has already started here. So we'll see how bad Storm Oscar is and how much rain it leaves. But the forecast, they're saying that it's going to leave a lot of rain in some parts of the country. So we'll see. Now I'll go into the chat section now quickly. Sorry, into the comment section, I should say. Check out what is happening there. Before I do, the like icon back on the screen. If you haven't hit it yet, please do so. We're up to 51, so maybe you'll be like number 52, 53, or perhaps like number 54 today. So hit that like button if you can. Now, the first comment from Daniel. I'm a centrist and traditionally centre-left, though I am more centre than ever. Europe is lurching to the right because being left has not worked, definitely not in Spain recently. A coalition government with separatists and extreme socialists cannot work in a country that requires unity and business-friendly policies more than anything. And I put this comment up here because I think Daniel has hit the nail on the head as far as politics goes, not only here in Spain, but in a lot of countries at the moment, that a coalition government with separatists and extreme socialists cannot work. And we've seen that maybe it hasn't been the most successful government of our times here in Spain, considering the deals that the Prime Minister has done with groups that as little as not long ago, 5 years ago in the case of the Catalan separatists, wanted to break the unity of the country and go their own way. And also the Basques, who for many, many years that Basque group was basically destroying lives of people in this country in order to obtain a separate nation for that group. And now, of course, they're doing deals, and a lot of people don't understand the deals that are being done. But of course, when you want to get your policies over the line, that is what Mr. Sanchez has had to do. He also said that he wouldn't be able to sleep at night a few years ago if the Podemos party was in charge of some ministries. But of course, they did take charge of some ministries, albeit not the most important ministries in the country. And it has caused headaches and sleepless nights, not only for Mr. Sanchez, but also for many people in this country. Some of the policies that have been thrown forward by the extreme left. Another comment here from Lorna. Oldest Jew visiting Madrid this week and feeling very excited about it. We have day trips planned to Segovia, Toledo and Zaragoza. We also hope to go and see the home-built cathedral in Mejorada del Campo. If you or any of your viewers have suggestions for lesser-known gems or in around Madrid City, I'll be grateful to hear about them. Can't wait. Now, we saw a comment from Lorna yesterday asking for some advice. We've got some ideas of the travel plans: Segovia, Toledo, Zaragoza. You could also include Salamanca on that list as well as a possible day trip or maybe a stay over. Zaragoza, I would say, is a little bit far away for a day trip unless you get there early. If you catch the early fast train, you might be able to make a day of it. But I would recommend maybe a couple of days in Zaragoza, considering that it is a fairly big city with some decent things to see. And in Madrid, as we mentioned yesterday, plenty of things to see in Madrid. Just walk around the city, take in everything that it has to offer. Hopefully the weather will be on your side, but having just seen the forecast, maybe not. And I'm sure you will enjoy your time, Lorna, in Madrid. Another comment here from Jonathan. Hey, Stuart, bad English equals more work for people like us. By the way, just arrived in Valencia and staying awake by catching up on some videos. Yeah, this is the English debate. Should politicians learn English? And Mr. Feijóo doesn't speak English. And Jonathan's right here. If people get to that age and don't speak English and then suddenly decide that they need to speak English, then of course more work for people like myself and Jonathan who do teach English. And I've been living here teaching English for a long time, and it's always been a continuous stream of students. So plenty of work in that field, and with Mr. Feijóo leading the way, no doubt it will continue, if that's the example to go by. But hopefully it's not the example to go by, and people are getting better with their second language skills, not only in English but also in other European languages. Let's hope. Another comment here from Dandy. Tourism. When the tourists go home, unemployment rises. Come the holiday season, unemployment drops. I remember well before the pandemic, unemployment amongst the youth was reportedly around 20% in the Murcia region. I haven't been back, but I believe through people I met that were residents, they were saying many shops have closed and some only open for 2 or 3 months. Yeah, seasonal work because of tourism is an issue in places on the coast, whether it's in Murcia on the coast, whether it's in the Valencian community, whether it's in Catalonia, Andalucía, the Balearic Islands, the Canaries. Seasonal tourism is an issue, and it does mean that unemployment goes up and goes down according to the seasons. We all know that. And 20%, I reckon that's probably about right for the Murcia region for youth unemployment. I don't have the exact figure, but if it was that a couple of years ago, I don't think it would have changed much. I recently visited Murcia, and one of the things that I pointed out in the video that I did on that city was that unemployment is the first or second concern of locals in the Murcia region. So still an issue. But thanks, Nandy. Another comment from Jimmy. I love the commentary, Stu. I feel you're being diplomatic in some of your comments, so well done for being so restrained. It's neither strategic or an act of desperation. It's bitterness and childlike behaviour from a politico. Yeah, maybe Mr. Sanchez's plan to call the election for the 23rd of July, when a lot of people are going to be away. It's also a long weekend, so either he didn't know that or he's done it deliberately, thinking that he's going to spoil a lot of people's holiday plans. Or maybe the intention is that people don't vote. I don't know. But very strange to put that election on that date. There's been elections on the 23rd of December here before, which is also quite a strange date, so close to Christmas. But of course, a lot more people are in their town of where they live, whereas in the summer months they tend to go to the coast, or they go to the pueblo, or they go somewhere maybe not close to where they reside, and that's the issue. And the second point here, I feel that your comments are diplomatic. Yeah, I try to be diplomatic. I don't want to go out there and be one of those people that just deliberately tries to annoy another group of people, which is what a lot of people on the internet do. They pick a topic and just go hard on that side, and it does put people off, but it also gets them a lot of support because people identify with that type of idea, and that's why some people are very successful with that, but that's just not me, so that's why I'm diplomatic. And the last one here from Richard. Hi, Stu. Would you say your quality of life in the suburbs of Madrid compensates for living close to the city? Do you enjoy the overall facilities of the first city of Spain, or the biggest city in Spain? Richard, thanks for the comment. Does it compensate? Not really nowadays. It used to, when this place where I live wasn't as big as it is. The infrastructure is still the same, but they've crammed in another 80,000 people since I've been living here, and that just means that the traffic's worse. There's the places are more crowded when you go there, and in general, quality of life, I would say, has gone down. It's still good compared to other places around the Madrid, the capital. I can't complain about that. There's open spaces still. You can get away if you like to ride your bike, which is what I do. There are places where you can, find some trails and things like that, get away. Difficult to do that when you live in a big city like Madrid because it's very urban, but living on the outskirts. And the other point here, do I enjoy the overall facilities? Not so much. I don't get into the city as much as I used to. I used to go in every day. Well, I went in every day for years and years and years because that's where my work was, and that's also a pro of living close to Madrid, that there's always lots of work, especially in what I do. but I don't get into Madrid to enjoy the facility. So Madrid, the city of Madrid, because it's so big and so difficult to cross and just creates problems from a traffic point of view, crowd point of view, I don't really get in there too much anymore, but there are plenty of things to see and do in the city of Madrid should you want to spend a Saturday or a Sunday or any day of the week in that city. Always plenty of things to do. So, yeah, I can't complain, but I'm a coastal guy. I come from a coastal city, and one day I would like to live close to the coast, if that's possible. So that's my dream for the future. Now, I'm going to go into the chat section now. Before I do, I'm going to change the backdrop. This one was sent in from Jeff and Jean, and it's a place called Playa Puig in the Valencian community, I believe. Not sure exactly where, but typical beach in that area, I would say, with the coastal high-rise in the background. So thanks, guys, for sending that one in. If you've got a similar picture that you would like to see on the backdrop, the email is this one here, spainspeaks@gmail.com. Send them through. Or if you've got any other thing that you would like to bring to my attention, as many people do, whether it's real estate, I get plenty of articles sent to me about that, general things that are happening in Spain that maybe I miss, that's the email address, this one here, so send them through. The like button's also going on the screen now. If you haven't hit it, please do so. We're up to 89, so you might be like number 100. Bonus like number 100 if you can hit the like button now, please. And I'll just say thanks to people that have supported the channel recently, people that have bought me a coffee, people that have said thanks through the YouTube system, super chat, super thanks, super sticker, and also Patreon, where the long-term patrons are. Thank you very much for the support. Now into the chat section. Let's see what's bubbling away. Now, I saw that there were a few comments that today's live stream was cancelled because of the title of the video, so I changed the title, but it was related to the German trip being cancelled to Doñana and not this live stream being cancelled. So I saw a few people saying that that was maybe the case, but it wasn't. So Morris is in the chat. Buenas tardes, chicos y chicas. I think they say chiques now. They put the two together to get a gender-neutral expression. Chiques. I'm only joking. But chicos y chicas. Thanks, Morris, for that. Armando coming in. Hola a todos. Hola sin H. Thanks, Armando. Pauline coming in from a glorious sunny Rojales in the Valencian community. Rain's on the way, Pauline, so get ready. It's going to fall hard, I believe. Barbara coming in from the Playa Flamenca. Thanks, Barbara. I hope you're well. Marga, this is what I was referring to. Owen down there in El Campello, cancelled today. Not true, Marga. Sorry to lead you down that path. Bob coming in from Torrevieja. Beautiful day today there. Thanks, Bob. Hope you are enjoying Torrevieja. Gino's in the chat as well, hoping that everyone is well. Thanks, Gino, for your wishes there. Renan coming in from Southern California. Hello, Renan. Hope all is well with you too. 123 Sean Away also thought that we were cancelled today. Not true, Sean, and hope you stuck around. Linda also in the chat saying hello to everybody. Greetings from a stormy Ciudad Real today. They need the water down there. Of course, they have another wetlands which is drying up. The what's it called? The Tablas de Damiel needs the rain. So hopefully you're getting that down there today in the royal city, Jose Antonio. Jonathan's in Spain. We saw a comment from Jonathan before. Saludos desde Valencia. I hope you are enjoying that part of the world, Jonathan. Saw your email. I will get back to you. Mark, is this an advanced chat GPT? No, Marga, don't worry. It was just a misunderstanding with the title of the video. Don't worry. Erica coming in from Terrassa. Might have more storms this evening. Hoping everyone is fine. Also need the rain there, I believe, in that part of Spain, the Catalonia region. Brian asking, is this a good place to hang out? Where are you talking about, Barry? Let us know. Here on the channel, Fantastic. Exploring with Jen coming in from Valencia. Keep on with the good work, Stu. Very informative. Thanks, Jen, for that. I think we saw one of Jen's photos yesterday, so a regular contributor is Jen. Thanks for the content. Espero que estáis todos bien, says Andrew, coming in from Londres, Sureste, southeast London. Practicing his Spanish is Andrew. Good to see. What else we got going on here? Yeah, probably that is the case, Pauline. It was taken the wrong way. It was just the trip was cancelled. I'll be careful with that in the future. I don't want to put people off. Bob refers to the first piece of news. Thanks, Bob, for realising that. Ted's in the chat as well. CL Man coming in. It's been shown in the USA that voting by mail introduces corruption and vote manipulation. The 23rd of July election will force vacationers to vote by mail and, in essence, allow the manipulation. Well, I reckon, CL Man, that they're going to tie that loophole up before the 23rd of July. We saw what happened with the recent municipal elections. That was a problem, I believe, or in the autonomous city of Melilla, it was a problem because the postal vote went up. But I'm sure that they have thought about this beforehand, and they will maybe bring in a change, or at least I expect them to do that. But then again, I have been let down with my predictions in the past. So we'll see. What else we got going on here? Let's have a look. Blind spots travellers at the Ensanche de Vallecas at the IKEA store there, watching live in the cafe. Maybe having some of those IKEA meatballs, maybe. Not sure. Enjoy. Oswaka coming in from Oregon. Hello. Hope you're well today from the United States. Maureen coming in from London, United Kingdom. Hope you're well, Maureen, as well. Barry's in Guardamar, wherever that is. I think it rings a bell, but I wouldn't know exactly where it is. Hi, Barry. Family Munson, I was saddened to see the industrial scale strawberry farming on the edge of my town, along with imported workers toiling away in the heat like a scene from another time. There must be a better way. Probably, yeah, we would like to think that there is a better way. Here the strawberry fields are full of people coming from other countries to pick the strawberries. Romania, I know a lot of people come in from Romania just for the strawberry season. Morocco as well, other African countries. And people basically don't want to do those hard jobs. The locals here don't want to do those hard jobs anymore. So we all like to eat strawberries. We like to, have a nice strawberry dessert or some strawberries on top of our sponge cakes and things like that. But remember, it does come at a cost, not only from the water, but also the labour, the intensive labour needed to pick the things. Zach and Ella coming in from Vancouver, huge fans. Hi, guys. Hope you're well there today in British Columbia. 18 degrees Celsius there, so not bad, I'd say. June, gloomy San Diego. Alan, back in Spain next week, I think. Hope you're well, Alan. Wilfred coming in from Las Lunas, New Mexico, there in the United States. Richard also coming in from a sunny North Yorkshire, 17 there today. Looking forward to coming over to our second home in Pizarra this Saturday. Can't wait. Regards from North Yorks. Hope all goes well with your trip, Richard, and you get over here safely. Bronny's coming in from Wales. Seems that Spain has swapped weather with South Wales. I'm told the last time it rained in Swansea, South Wales, was May. The rained was the 8th of May. Last time it rained there. So let's hope things improve after Storm Oscar. Yeah, we seem to have swapped weather, but I'm sure it won't last for long. Greetings from Poland. Stan. Hello, Stan. Hope you're well too. Buenas noches, Anderson. Hello. What else? John coming in from a cool San Diego. Yeah, I think we got that through Brian. Who was it that we saw before? that was in San Diego. I think it was Alan, was it? Yes, Alan said also it was a bit cool there today. Clive saying joint. Not sure what that's referring to, Clive. Joint, there's lots of different meanings for that word, as we know. Ed coming in from Barcelona, warm 23, but looking out the window at a very black sky, says Ed. Well, rain is on its way, apparently. We saw this storm Oscar coming over the Atlantic, going to hit Spain hard. Some parts of the country anyway. Pamela just had a spam call, so be careful. No, nothing worse than spam, Pam, right? Nothing worse than spam. Remy with a Y coming in from Saint Feliu in Catalonia. Clive's joining for the first time from Almuñeca. Oh, sorry, joining was what Clive meant to say before. Thanks, Clive, for sorting me out with that one. Almuñeca, a nice part of Granada. Nice part of Granada. Stony beaches, the only thing that I didn't like about Almuñeca. But apart from that, great. Welsh Toddles in the chat as well. Sunny in Brum today. Good to see. I think it's sunny in lots of the UK at the moment. John was like number 98. Thanks, John. We're up to 115 now, so you were close to 100. Remy, agree with the reports of the tourist season. It's been much higher than 2019. I've been here for a year now, and there are a lot more people here than the same time last year. Yeah, I think we're going to obviously get back to those pre-pandemic levels this year, 2021, 2022. There was still a bit of a COVID hangover, I think. But 2023, as we know, we've put that behind us now. And lots of people travelling, and I'm sure numbers will be broken this year if the data that we've seen already for the year is anything to go by. Andres coming in from Pasadena. Hope the rains help the drought. Yeah, that's what people are hoping for, Andres. Thanks for joining in tonight. D coming in from Hawaii. I like to travel with my dog. Can you mention the pet-friendly places to visit in southern Spain? And is Spain pet-friendly? Spain is more pet-friendly now. The rules have changed recently as to where you can take your dog. Apparently, all businesses, I think, from the latest law, have to be pet-friendly in some way, shape or form. Maybe it's different when it comes to places that serve food, but shopping centres now I've noticed they're accepting dogs a lot more than they were even 6 months ago. Places, big stores like the big hardware stores and the big sports stores have been accepting pets for a while now, as long as they're tied up, of course. But a lot more shops are becoming pet-friendly given the new animal law that was recently passed, where it said that hotels also, plenty of hotels around the country that are now accepting dogs. Might depend on the size of the dog, of course, but I've been to various hotels recently with my dog Mia, who's around 14 kilos, and no problem at all. And they're very welcoming of the dogs as well. They put down a water bowl, they give them some treats, maybe something to play with, a nice bed to sleep on. If your dog doesn't, mind sleeping on a different bed, Mia, of course, always has to sleep on her bed, so I have to take it with me. But lots of hotels at the moment also pet-friendly, so things have come a long way in the last few years here in Spain regarding pets, or at least that's my impression. Chrissy coming in from Salar down there in Granada. Thunderstorms, 30 degrees today. Hello, Chrissy. Hope you're well. Kevin coming in from Martos. I thought I'd kicked it in today, but still hot and sunny here. Hello, Kevin. Hope you're well down there in Jaén. What else? Howard coming in from the Costa del Sussex in the UK. Well, imagine with all of that good weather down there, the beaches would be packed to the brim. Eve has just replied to that comment there with a picture of a dog there with Eve, a little dog that I can see there. Alan here, let's all hang out together in southeast London. Hi Alan, hope you're well. Let's have a look. A. Anderson. Hey, Stuart. Bruce from Art Bar. I love when you say I don't know. More people need to know when it's perfect. That's a perfectly acceptable response to a question. Well, the fact of the matter is, Bruce, that I don't have the answers to a lot of the questions that I am asked. Sure, you can go into the, you can do some research and try and find out. But I like to be upfront, and if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you that. William coming in from a sunny Glasgow. Like 108. What's that? 100. I like number 108. I thought it was kind of like 108 degrees Fahrenheit in Glasgow. And that'd be a bit strange. Thanks, William. Andrew coming in from it's telling me we're Guardamares in Alicante, not too far from Torrevieja. Thanks, Andrew, for pointing that one out. Angela and John coming in from Menorca. Hope the allergies have disappeared. Yeah, better today. Better today, I must say. Keep up the good work. Thanks, guys. I will. What else? Let's have a look. Welsh. Drought alert in the UK again? How is that possible? Has it been that dry? Seemed to be wet there, or at least that was the impression that I got from all of the comments and the chat that was happening in the chat section, Welsh. I thought it was wetter. There we go. Let's have a look. Alex coming in from Panama Beach, Florida. Thanks, Alex. Hope you're well. Heidi back in Spain after a glorious 8 days in Dorset. Weather was the best I've seen in years, better than Madrid, but the parks were definitely greener on my return. Good stuff. Yeah, there is a bit of a greenery around at the moment, Heidi, because of all the rain that we have had. It was very dry a month ago. No green at all, but the recent rains have changed that situation. Absolutely. Now I'm up to the end of the chat section, 31 minutes, so I'm going to wrap the live stream up at 8:06 p.m. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. I'll be back again tomorrow with another live stream. Hope to see you there. Thanks for participating in the chat. Thanks for watching. And hopefully, as I said, see you guys tomorrow. Hasta luego, hasta entonces. Adiós.